Will, just on the point about GoFundMe and the truckers in Canada, what did you make of it?
I think it's appalling. First off, obviously they backtracked the moment they started talking to their lawyers and realized they were facing serious state-level investigations. Even if they didn't commit outright fraud, because somewhere in their terms of service they were allowed to do this, this is certainly a deceptive or misleading trade practice, and there are state laws against that here. So they were likely facing investigations by multiple states if they didn't backtrack and refund these donations. But, as a general matter, I think these platforms should only be, following basic terrorism laws. Obviously, there are laws that prohibit them from funding terrorist groups, but the idea that they would suddenly be, having the discretion to shut off money to a domestic protest, and especially if they don't do that on a consistent basis, is appalling, and they should absolutely just stay out of it.
Do you think, Will, this is such a prosaic point, but it's one of those things that I think is often overlooked, that this happened at the weekend, I think, and very often, the senior executives, the grown-ups, are off doing what they're doing at the weekend, and a fairly junior official makes a decision or sends the tweet or whatever it is.
Yeah, it could have been that. It could have been just rushed without going through legal counsel. I'm serious. A lawyer would have looked at this plan and said, no. You do that, we need to absolutely refund donations because, there are so many different legal risks. There's the general risk of a state attorney general launching investigation. There's the risk of a mass revolt where you have all these individual people file claims, and under certain state laws, the company has to pay for the arbitration for every single individualized claim. All sorts of problems would happen.
Well, there's a bigger, I suppose, more obvious commercial hazard, which is people will just send their donations to an alternative crowdfunding source.
Yeah, and they already are doing that. I think GiveSendGo, the Christian crowdfunding source, they've already raised $2 million for the truckers in a matter of days. So clearly there is a demand, not just in Canada, but around the world, to see that these truckers' voices are respected. And compared to the violence that we saw 2 years ago during the Black Lives Matter protest, this is indeed a very, very peaceful protest.
Yeah, it feels like one rule for one, one rule for the other, doesn't it?